All right. Good evening, everybody. This is Ozzy Simoes, and welcome. It's a new week. It's a Monday evening. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Again, my name is Ozzy Simoes. I am the author of the Small Business Destruction Guide, live on this is actually YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. For those of you that have never heard one of these recordings or seen one of these lives, basically, I love businesses. I've been an entrepreneur since the age of 17 when I had my first small business. And today I have a few businesses and I love to teach other people about businesses. And the reason I wrote this book, Small Business Destruction Guide, was to help expose stupid mentalities that people have, entrepreneurs have, when they start their small businesses from 0 to 24 months. We are on chapter 3. This is a series that I'm doing based on the topics in the Small Business Destruction Guide. As you can see from the title of this recording or this live, we are on topic number 16. Over halfway, we passed halfway of the book, chapter 3 to be exact. And chapter 3 basically is 12 to 18 months of a business's time span. And what we're talking about, the topic today is absolutely my favorite topic in the whole business sector. It's good. It's about money. And the title of this topic is "It's My Money. I Can Do With It As I Please." So what does that mean, Ozzy? What is this topic all about? It's my money. I can do with it as I please. So let's get started talking about this topic. Money, if you're getting into business and your goal or your plan isn't to make money, then, chances are you started up a nonprofit. But even with a nonprofit, you need to make money. Just because it's a not-for-profit type business doesn't mean that you don't need to make money. Every business, whether it's non-for-profit, for-profit, whether you just want to get along, if you're opening up a business, and if your plan isn't to become profitable, then you have a problem and your business isn't going to last. Now, if you've watched any amount of my lives, I've mentioned this over and over and over again. And your big why, okay, if you go back and watch the questions that I asked in the first few lives that I started doing 3 months ago or so, if you remember, if you watch it, if you didn't, just go back and go back on any of the channels that you're watching, and just go back and watch the why video. If your why isn't, or if the only why you have is to make money, then that's a big problem, okay? Because you probably are going to make money, and when you get there, then what, okay? So the foundation, the main reason, the main why you're starting a business cannot just be to make money. But at the end of the day, if your plan isn't to make money, to make a profit, then that's a big problem too, all right? Because starting a business, you need to make money. You need to have that plan and that desire to make money so that you can grow and be profitable, okay? And that way the business grows, you can hire more people, and you can innovate more, you can do a bunch of stuff. That's the purpose of starting a small business. Now, what specifically am I talking about here when I'm saying, it's my money, I can do with it as I please? Very, very important. And I can teach, and I do teach, okay, I can teach a whole seminar on finances. 2-3 days I can teach exclusively on finances. Now, I've personally been managing my money since about the age of 8, okay? And when under my bed, I started my own little bank, my own little savings account under my bed. All right. It's a whole story. If one day I do create a program where I'm going to be teaching about finances, which I probably can do some lives, maybe even in the future after this series. But bottom line is this. I've always managed my money, and I love managing money and finances and everything. But if your mentality, let's go back to the topic. The topic is this. If your mentality in your business is every penny that comes in, so from every sale in your business, whether you're selling a service, whether you're selling a product, doesn't matter. If the money that comes in Your mentality is, it's my money, I can do with it as I please. That is a cancer that will kill your business. Okay? It is a cancer that will kill your business. I will guarantee it, because you will mismanage that money and eventually you will be in trouble. I will guarantee it. I have not seen a single business, even people in their own finances, but I haven't seen a single business that has had that mentality and has not failed eventually. Okay, so it's my money, I can do with it as I please. No, it's not your money. Initially, 100% of that sale. So let's say you sell a product. Let's say you sell, I don't have too many things now because I cleaned my desk. Let's say you sold this pair of glasses for $100. Okay, $100. If you bought the raw materials, okay, let's say you manufactured this pair of glasses, okay, and now you're selling the complete pair of glasses. Okay, you bought the glass to make the materials, you put the plastic all separate, you got the molds and everything, and you sold it for $100. Now, if you are paying off the raw materials on a payment plan, on a credit plan, in other words, if you're not buying everything cash up front, which most businesses don't always do that, okay, I personally don't do that. I buy everything on credit card. Everything goes through my credit card. Okay. And then I normally have, 30 days from the end of my statement, another 28, normally 28 days, depending on the credit card, to pay that amount off. So that, so if I go and then blow every single penny before I pay for the raw materials, that money isn't mine. That money is mine. Okay. But apart from paying off that, you have employees, chances are, or maybe subcontractors, which is my case in one of my businesses, and employees, you got your supplies. Look, go back and watch my series that I did on all the P's in the business process, and all of those P's, okay, up until the end, when you got your net profit, you have to pay somebody. Chances are you have to pay somebody. And one of the biggest ones that a lot of people forget, and this book was, or the topic in this book was written because of this particular one, which is the pork barrel. On the P's, it's the pork barrel. If you understand, okay, it's your taxes. The tax man, in this case, it's the IRS in the United States. Whatever country you're in, you have a tax man that wants his portion of that $100. Now, in the United States, I automatically set aside, okay, 30 to 40% of all my income to pay for my taxes, so that when I have to pay my quarterly taxes, my annual taxes, the money is in the account. It's not my money. That's why I separate them. What is my money is after I've paid everybody and everything, the net profit, that's mine. And that I can do with it as I please. And even then, I have regulations and rules that I separate that whole net profit that comes into my pocket, okay? It all gets separated so that I can manage my finances correctly and I avoid getting into issues. All right. So very important. This is the topic we're talking about here today, is finances. It's not all your money until you've paid everything off. Whether you have rent, leases, whatever it is, every month you have specific amounts of, it's what's called cash flow. Okay. So mentality of a lot of people is, they made $100,000 at the end of the month and they're like, I'm rich. I made $100,000. Yeah, you did. You may have sold $100,000. You didn't make $100,000. So don't forget. Okay, if you sold $1 million worth of services or products in 1 month, you are not a millionaire. Okay, all you did is you sold gross sales $1 million worth. Okay, but your net is going to be somewhere down, probably below the $500,000. Okay, once you've paid everything up, depending on what type of business it is. If it's a full service business, okay, online business, whatever, selling courses and stuff like that, of course, your margins are going to be a lot bigger. Folks, that is it for tonight. I don't even know how many minutes I've been going for, but I love the subject. And don't forget, please don't forget, like, subscribe, share this. Don't also forget, as I mentioned in some other videos or recordings, I do this in 3 languages. Next, I'm going to be doing this exact live, or this exact, everything I'm saying here, I said in Spanish, okay? And after that, I said in Portuguese. All right. So if you know somebody that would be best served in those languages, then go ahead, share it with them. And don't forget, if you have a small business, if you're a small business owner, this book really, really helps you to break down those mentalities that can destroy your business. That's why I wrote this business. So it can kind of alert you. So when you're making those stupid mistakes, you'll remember, oh, Ozzy wrote about this, and then you can correct and not steer yourself towards some bad seas. And don't forget, I always end off my life saying, go, it's yours for the taking. The blessing that has been given to you, God's blessing has been given to you. All you have to do is go. It's yours for the taking. If you don't, somebody else will get up ahead of you and take it from you. Have a great night, everybody. Adios, amigos. Until tomorrow, God willing.